Now let's look at the myths and truths of Chinese management. The first myth is that people always tell me, Andy, all this Chinese management is all about authoritarian. That means very top down, so the people from below have no say, there is no democracy. And the second myth they told me is that it's all about 关系. If you have no 关系, then you cannot get things done. So the first thing to do in Chinese business and management is to establish 关系. Is that true? The third myth is what people told me, Andy, it is all about copying, blindly copying, and there's no respect for intellectual property rights. Is that true? The fourth myth people told me there is simply no transparency because decisions are usually made top down in closed doors and they don't even explain to you the reasons behind the decision. And lastly, they will tell me, Andy, all this Chinese management will appear as very out of fashion, very outdated, conservative, and ultra secretive. Is this true? Ladies and gentlemen, let's set the truth once and for all. Based on the experience and the examples from all the successful companies, the first thing is that it is never a top-down management, but a combination of the bottoms-up and top-down management. For example, in Huawei, the chairman is a rotating chairman every 6 months, and every employee has a say on the company's products. The second truth is about this thing called 关系. It's all about building mutual trust and respect. If you have 关系 but people don't trust you, even though you are the emperor's son, it is of no use. For example, Alibaba has the free service to the SMEs. That is not 关系, that is based on mutual support, mutual trust. The third thing about the copying, in China they don't just copy, they actually do iteration, which is not the same as copying. Like you have a product, I take your product, then I iterate and make it bigger, smaller, cheaper. That is beyond copying. In fact, it is very intelligent copying, and usually when they copy, they're better than the original. And then second thing, they do a lot of market adaptation and also scaling up. For example, TikTok. Now, the next truth is about the transparency. Well, we know decision making is private, but at the end of the day, the actions are what you can see in the market. And if you can see the action, you know the decisions behind. For example, China now boosts up the stock market. Look at the action of the government, realize it's real action. So it does not matter how they make the decision. What matters is what are the actions and are they benefiting the public? And lastly, Chinese management is not conservative out of fashion. In fact, it is very new and aggressive. Look at how BYD captured the world's market for electric cars. Isn't that very new and innovative? At the end of the day, Chinese management is here to stay. It is important to know the truth and myths of Chinese management.